Good afternoon. Hello, is anybody around? It is August 29th. I'm just waiting for somebody to come on, but I'll just start talking. It's August 29th, and my name is Margie Donaldson. Got my little name badge on, right there. Hi, how are you? Um, My name is Margie Donaldson. I am an Honor Society top seller as well as a leader here with Avon. And I am the admin of the Sail into Beauty Stars group and the leader of our group. So I want to welcome everybody in tonight. I wanted to show you, well, let me back up here. Today is August 29th. We are in the middle of campaign 19. Campaign 19 is right here. We're in the middle of it. That means that you can place your order anytime before noon on September 4th. And you want to make sure that if you are a new representative within your first 7 campaigns, that your order is at least big enough to cover your Kickstart goals. But don't let that stop you. Keep building. If you are an existing representative and you are in leadership, you want to have your order be at least $50 if you are a promoter or star promoter. And you want your sales to be at least $200 placed and no holds. You want to have that placed in no holds between now and September 4th. So you can preserve your bonuses. Hi, Gwen. How are you? Oh, hi, Cecilia. How are you? Oh, good. I'm building an audience. I just love it when that happens. For the first campaign, can it be any amount? Okay, yes. For the very first campaign, your order, or if you are a leader and you have somebody who's about to place their first order, you can place your order of any amount and you'll get 40% earnings on your products, with the exception of brochures, sales tools, anything like that. But yeah, regular brochures, regular products, then you're going to get 40% off of that. If you joined on, between July 11th and August 20th, and this is your very first order, you kind of want to build up at least a $150 order. And that is because your second order, which would be campaign 20, you need that to be at least that $150. Those two combined would be $300. Your first and your second orders, you kind of want that $300 because then in your third order in the Kickstart program, you need to have at least a $200 order to still preserve that 40%. And what else happens is that if you join between July 11th and August 20th, you're in that Share the Love incentive. And if all 3 of your campaigns put together add up to at least $500, you get that deluxe starter kit. So that's a really cool deal. You get all of those full-size products, all of those samples. You get brochures. You just get so much that you really want to aim for that $500 level. And so that answers that question, I hope. If you have further questions on that, let me know, of course. And I'm going to scroll down here. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm keeping up with the comments because the comments don't scroll. And so I forget to look at and see the little gray bar that's popped up there. So, okay. So we are in campaign 19. Make sure that you have those orders paid and placed and paid for by September 4th, 2 o'clock. I mean, noon. You want to aim for noon. It's really 2 o'clock, but aim for noon just in case anything happens. Okay. All right. So I've been receiving more and more questions about leadership, about mentoring, bringing people on, building a team, that kind of thing. I I attached two files today into the group, one of which is this Avon career and compensation guide. Now yours isn't going to come all shiny and nice like this, but you can certainly download it, refer back to it. You can even print it out. It is a wealth of information. It'll answer so many questions. But of course, if there's other questions that you have, you always know, you can call me, text me, email me. I put that in my newsletter every 2 weeks. So just know that I'm available for you, okay? So well, see this page here, which would be it says page 3. All right, it says the keys to creating a successful business as a seller and team builder include wearing and using the product. And I wanted to show you, I have it on today. This is the dress. Let's see, I'm trying to show you. Okay, here's the little gather. There's a little gather here, and then there's like a yoke that comes across here, and then it comes down like here, all the way down to my hip. So it's from waist, diagonal down to hip. And look at my side view. I don't know if it's going to do it here too well, but my goodness, this dress makes me feel skinny. It is just gorgeous. And it's a really nice material. It's kind of stretchy. No ironing needed. Yay, because mama don't do ironing. I could definitely see this as a go to the office dress. You can dress it up and wear it to church. Symphony, if you happen to be like me and like to go to the symphony. Not rock star material, I would say. I wouldn't wear that to a rock concert, but it's just a really nice dressy dress. And it's called the Rochelle dress. It's $39.99, and of course you'll get 20% off of that as a representative. Now, back to Karina, for your first 7 orders, if you're when you're part of the Kickstart program and you meet those Kickstart goals, you can get 40% off of this dress. I can't get 40% off this dress. Nobody else that's an existing representative can. But for brand new representatives in their first 7 campaigns and they meet their Kickstart goals, they get 40% off of everything. So how cool is that? So this is the Rochelle dress. Now what I did for my jewelry, because it's kind of a floral material, I put my leaf jewelry on, my leaf earrings from like last year. So, okay, back to this. Wear and use the product. Be ready for business at all times. Carry business cards, brochures, recruiting materials in your smartphone so you can follow up with prospects and take orders right away. Follow up with your customers after the sale. They'll appreciate your desire to ensure they are satisfied with their purchases. That goes along with building a relationship business. Ask for referrals. After all, happy customers are likely to refer their friends. Definitely. Consistently talk to 5 contacts a day, 5 days a week. I've talked about this in the past. When you invite new team members to join your team, you as their mentor provide training and motivation to help them achieve their goals. And finally, as you advance along the career path, you serve as a role model and coach, working with representatives, aspiring leaders, and leaders. So when you are with Avon, if you are here because you want to make money, you want to have more month left at the end of your money, or I'm sorry, you want more money left at the end of your month than you have days. If you want to get recognition, if you um, want to have the joy of helping other people. These are the reasons that I can think of that I really was drawn to leadership. Um, and I waited on leadership too long, really. When I first started, people, my old district manager at the time, my upline, Cindy, were asking me, why don't you go into leadership? And my answer was always that I just felt like I didn't know enough. I didn't feel like I knew the company well enough. I didn't know the products well enough, all of this kind of stuff. And I wanted to get myself more established before I jumped in. Well, when I finally did jump in, I was ready. I was hitting the ground running. But that doesn't mean that new representatives can't do that, because you've got the support of your upline, your fellow representatives. We are here for you. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that is on the back of the book right there. So if I were to do it all over again, I would definitely have joined leadership earlier. I'll tell you a story. So my daughter used to be in gymnastics, and I remember really clearly being up in the observation room. So the whole gym was down below, and we were up in this in the room, the parent room kind of thing, with wall-to-wall windows, and we were able to look down and see our kids do their thing. Well, I would take work with me, because I'm not one that can just sit there and watch. So, because there was other kids in the class, and when it wasn't her turn to go tumbling, what benefit was it of me to watch everybody else? So I would take work, and a lot of times I was taking my invoices, or I was taking my books and stamping those. Let's see. Karina says, that's how I feel because somebody wants to join under me, but I just started selling, and this is the perfect time for you to start. And I'm going to get to that. So anyway, I'm sitting there in the gymnastics room, and somebody asks me, can you make money with Avon? And I just looked at her and said, yeah, I do. So what's missing there is I missed the opportunity. She was asking me without coming right out and asking me. She was asking me more about the opportunity. And had I gotten my nose out of what I was doing, or had I felt more comfortable, I would have said, yeah, I get to earn commission off of my customer products. I get to earn bonuses from my team. Yeah, I love my business. Are you interested in joining possibly? And then I would have, hi, Sandy. And then I would have taken it to the next step. But instead, all I said was yes. And I left it at that. So I missed the opportunity to ask her questions, turn it around and ask her questions. So anyway, there are definite benefits of going into leadership early. So this career and compensation guide goes on to talk about selling, representative commissions, how those work, President's Club, how that works. And I'm not going to take the time right now to go over those pages. What I want to talk about is leadership, and not only what the benefits are, but also what you will receive as monetary compensation of going into leadership. There was something I was going to say. I don't remember what it was now. Oh, I know what it was. I have been told that, by a representative, that they don't want to go into leadership because of all the work that's involved in it. They don't have time to work their team. Well, I will tell you what. Today, Wednesday, I have not received one phone call whatsoever from any of my downline. Now, I'm not complaining whatsoever, but my point is, my phone does not ring off the hook from my team, which is 224 people strong. Yes, I send out reminders, and I'll send out different e-cards when it's time for that. But all told, other than preparing for tonight's talk, I probably haven't spent even a half an hour today with with my team. Now, I did go have some training and a conversation with a fellow. Now, somebody gave me an angry face. Somebody is just going crazy with their emojis right now. But anyway, I had a meeting with a coach from Avon, Maggie Bailey, and I'm going to get to what my meeting was with her. But yeah, that took probably an hour and a half of my time, which is all fine, well, and good. Yes, sir, it was great. But all told, leadership side of the business certainly doesn't take up as much time as my selling part of the business. And I'm an honor society seller. I've got like 115 customers that I get brochures to at least once a month. That keeps me really, really super busy. The leadership part, it's just worked into my everyday life. And when it comes to finding new team members, I don't say, okay, I'm going to go out and find new team members today. It's because it's part of my it's part of the fabric of my everyday life. If I'm going to the restaurant, if I'm going to the bank, if I want to find new customers in an area, yeah, I will go out and I'll have my brochures with me. I'll make sure that there's a recruiting flyer inside of it. And it might take me, I could stop and cover a strip mall in about 10, 15 minutes kind of thing. But otherwise, I get busy. And so I just work it into the fabric of my day. And that's how everybody can do it. And yes, you do want to have your warm list. You want to write up a list of people that you know. Make sure that they all know that you sell so that they can contact you for their orders. And number two, that they can sell as well. So back to Karina, if you have somebody that wants to join under you, but you just started selling and you say, no, I'm not ready to have you on my team, guess what? She or he is going to go find somebody else, some other leader, and sign up with them because they are ready to sell right now. If they have told you that they're ready, sign them up. Absolutely. Get them signed up. Okay. So why sign people up? Why start a team other than the money part? Or I shouldn't say why. It's the what do I get from creating a team? What monetarily will I get by creating a team? Number one is in here. Qualified new recruit bonus. Can you see that? So when somebody joins and they place their first or second order of at least $150, place and pay for, you as their upline, as their leader, will receive a check from Avon. If you are in your kickstart period of time, which is the first 7 campaigns, your check will be $50. Karina, you are in your first 7 campaigns. I would get that person signed up today because then when they place their first or second qualified order of at least $150, you're going to get that check for $50. Now, the rest of us, I've been around for 18 years. Sandy's been around for about a year and a half. Gwen, about the same. Cecilia, a couple, maybe 2-3 years. We're all established veteran representatives. When we have somebody join and they place their first or second $150 order, first or second order that's at least a $150 order, we get a check for $20. Cool. What can you do with $20? Well, the more people that you sign up and they do that, the bigger those checks are, 20, 40, 60, 80. I believe in campaign 18, my qualified new recruit portion was $140. I can do a lot of stuff with $140. So that's number one. You get that qualified new recruit bonus. Number two, when that person places that $150 order in their first or second campaign, that means that they are considered a qualified new recruit. If somebody places their orders, first and second orders are less than $150, they're a recruit, but you don't get any, you don't get that $20 or $50 check. And the other part is they will not earn you a 3% sponsor bonus going forward. But for those that are Q&R, for those that are qualified new recruits, when you sell $50 or more in a campaign, you will earn that 3% sponsoring bonus on the personal sales of all representatives you personally sponsored. Okay, so it doesn't say that it has to be a Q&R. I apologize, it does not say that. So, so forget what I just said. You do want to push those Q&Rs though, so you can get that $20 or $50 check. But yeah, when you sell $50 or more in a campaign, you'll earn the 3% sponsoring bonus on the personal sales of all representatives you personally sponsor. So you're not going to earn it from their brochure orders, I should say from their purchase of brochures. You're not going to get it from their purchase of, let me come up with something, of the bags to hold the products. Those are sales tools. You don't get it from that. You get it from products, okay? This is paid in addition to any other bonuses you are earning on those sales. Okay, so already we've got the $20 or $50 check and we've got the 3% bonus, okay? Promotion bonuses. This is really cool. When you achieve Bronze Ambassador title, you will get a one-time promotion bonus the first time you promote to that new title. These bonuses are paid out in 4 equal installments each time you maintain the requirements for your new title. For example, when you promote to a bronze leader for the first time, I don't want to say bronze leader. I'm talking about just ambassador level right now. So when you promote to a bronze ambassador for the first time, you will get a $500 promotion bonus. Now they're going to break that down into 4 sections, so it's $125. But just think about this. So you would have your $20 or $50 check for each person who is a qualified new recruit. You'll get that 3% bonus. Plus, when you achieve your title, the first time that you do that, you'll get a $125 check. If you achieve it in that second campaign, meaning that the team qualifies again in that second campaign after you've achieved it for the first time, you receive installment number 2, $125. If you do it all four campaigns, then you will get that $500 total bonus. But they break it up, so you're going to get that $125 and then each campaign. So it's cool. It's cool money. When I achieved Gold Leader, so Gold Leader breaks down to $2,500. I forget how much that was. I want to say, was it 600? I forget what it was, but it was cool money. It was cool money. So hi Maggie. Speaking of Maggie, I'm gonna tell them the story about today's meeting, Maggie. But I'm just on the promotion bonuses right now. Okay. So then after that, there's generation bonuses. And generation bonuses, you don't start getting those until you hit Bronze Ambassador. But with the generation bonus, you're going to get 3% on your downline sales, both your immediate downline and underneath of you. So back to Karina. You sign somebody up, they sign somebody up, you'll get 3% on both your downline and their downline, okay? So now let's add this all up. I'm just checking to make sure I've covered all 4, yes, okay. $20 or $50 check, 3% sponsoring bonus, promotion bonuses when you hit bronze ambassador or any level thereafter, after that, and then that generation bonus. And then there's one more bonus that I want to talk about, which is the mentor bonus. So when you sign somebody up and they are following all of this, they're building their team, they're getting the checks and the 3% and all this kind of stuff, and they achieve bronze ambassador for the first time, you get a mentor bonus of $250. So we are talking real money here. This is why I love doing my leadership, because I get the touchy-feely, warm and fuzzy feeling of mentoring my downline and being there for them to answer their questions, be a sounding board, give them tips, all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. And I love the relationship that I get to build with my downline. I love, love, love that. Sandy, who is on with us tonight, she and I were roommates at RepFest, and we had a ball together. So there's the relationship aspect. And then there's the money. Gotta love the money. Fourth, there are incentives that come up from time to time. For instance, when I went on the cruise to Bermuda back in June, was it June? No, it was April. Sorry. Last year, Bahamas was in June, but this year the cruise was in April. I had to have so much of my leadership business factor into the qualifications for the incentive. So to me, the trips, the money, the warm and fuzzy feelings, the relationships, that is what drives me every single day, is my downline and my team. So, and I love my team. All right, now we're going to talk about why I was meeting with Maggie, and you will love this. If you have the smallest inkling of desire to go into leadership, first of all, I highly recommend that you do. Jump into it. Secondly, it helps if you have somebody there to help you out. Hi, Julia. I am here to mentor you. You've got Cindy DeNova, my direct upline, to help us out. You've got the Sail into Beauty Stars team. You've got the Avon team support team. You've got Avon, whatever else, other groups that you want to join. There's tons of groups out there. And I've talked about some of these in the past. So you've got all of these people that are here for you, that are here to help you. But how would you like to have one-on-one time with myself on a weekly basis in more or less like a leadership boot camp? The way it would work is that Maggie Bailey, who is a coach with Avon, she's actually a corporate employee, she will be having a 5-week series, half-hour, 45-minute talks each time. It's going to be all online, so we don't have to go to any facility to do this. It's all online. And she will be talking about leadership, how to develop a leadership business, how to recruit, everything like that. And it's not only going to be personal developing, but it's also going to include homework. Like she'll say, okay, for this week's activity, we're going to go do this. And so you on your own own time, work this into your everyday life and complete these homework assignments. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a 5-week series. Week number 1 is onboarding. And what you can do is just join the onboarding meeting. And if it's for you, then go forward for the next 4 weeks. If you find that, no, it's not really for me, I'm not getting anything out of this, you can drop out of that particular program. I would definitely recommend at least attending that onboarding and giving it a try. The other part of this is that I would be on the call on the online meeting with you, and then between that day and the next meeting day, which they're a week apart, we'll get to have a one-on-one. So you and I can get on the phone. If you're local, we can meet, but we'll go over your business, your team, your homework assignments, anything and everything that I can do to personally assist you in reaching your dreams and goals. And it's just going to be so cool. I wish that we had this opportunity prior, but hey, I am celebrating the fact that we now have this opportunity. So let's take advantage of it. What I want you to do is, if you are interested, you can either send me a private message or you can answer here. We are looking at September 18th, I believe was the date. Just flip my calendar up here. Yeah, September 18th. Just Maggie and I were throwing some dates around. So we're looking at September 18th and doing it at 6 o'clock at night, Arizona time. If you can do those dates, or if you want to join and those dates don't work for you, let me know as well, because we just kind of pulled those dates out, but we can always change them if we need to. Nothing's in stone. So if you want to join if you want to, I don't want to say join, if you want to build, if you want to start your team and build your team, and you have dreams and goals monetarily as well as just in your heart that you want to do leadership, you want to recruit, you want to build that team, you want to have build your own Avon family, then by all means join in this. So I think that was pretty much all that I was needing to go over tonight. I really wanted to focus on the whole, and I don't want to, I mean, leadership in the old days, that was like you were really committing to something, like, oh, I'm in leadership. But it's not really like that. It's building your career. If you want to make that money, if you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve, hey, if you want to go to Mexico with us all next spring, which is the incentive trip, and we don't have the details about that yet, but if you want to do that, if you want to really dive in and have Avon help you have a better life, a more fulfilling life, a more rewarding life, that is what leadership has brought me. Now, I love my customers and I love making sales and I love the money from that. But I really, really, really enjoy helping my team, building my team, and building those relationships. So give us some thought. We have time here, but we don't want to wait on this too long, because Maggie needs to, start to get the materials together. And I don't want to say material like physical materials, but she needs to put all the things in place so she can start that online group. So I am excited as all get out for this. I'm excited for you. I am excited for me, because I will make that commitment with you to have those one-on-ones every week and to be there for you. And that's not to say that I won't do that right now, because, oh my gosh, I certainly will. How many times have I said, call me, text me, email me with any questions that you have? So I'm just excited. I'm excited for where this company is going. I'm excited about the products. I am excited to tell all of my customers about the kids' vitamins. Oh my gosh, I showed this what's new to my helper yesterday. I have a helper who has one grandson and one grandson on the way. And I said, oh yeah, let me show you these new vitamins. And she was like, oh my gosh, she is so excited because her grandson that she has already is old enough that he can take those vitamins. And so she's like so excited about those. And I am too. I love Aspera. But anyway, I'm just so excited for Avon. And that's why I keep rambling, because I'm excited for you all. So what questions do you have right now that I can answer? What comments? Questions, comments. Oh, goodness. My phone is ringing and I left it in a different room. Oops. But I don't really see any more, but I do have, and I still have people on the line here with me. But if there's any comments whatsoever that you want to give me on here, private message me, call me, text me, email me, please. Let's really. Now I know Julia just got a new recruit. Yay! Sandy has a recruit. Karina, you got to get a hold of that person and sign them up right now. And from what I see, that's all that have already taken that leap into leadership. And let me end it with this. The way to get somebody signed up underneath of you is have them go directly onto your website. So my website is youravon.com/margidonaldson. Have them go on there and sign up through the sign up button there, or have them go to Start Avon or Sell Avon. Either one works. That'll take them to where they need to go, and it's all run together. So sellavon.com or startavon.com. Have them go there and then use your reference code. And your reference code is that part of your website after the slash. So in my case, my reference code is Margie Donaldson. So if you don't know what your reference code is, if you don't know what your website is, we as leaders, finally, after so many years of not having this information, we now have that. And you can say, is my website this? If you don't know what your website is, then obviously you're not driving the online sales. I'm not going to get into that right now, but you really should. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, your sales, your recruiting, anything like that, please let me know. So I am finished for this evening. I don't see any other comments. So yes, Julia said yes, she is in leadership. Yay! So I want to bid everybody a good evening, and I need to know for Maggie's group as soon as possible. Oh, and by the way, the last thing about her group, she's doing this on a team-by-team basis. So it's just going to be us. There's not going to be any other representatives, any other leaders in this group. It's Maggie, me, and however many of you want to join in. So it's going to be a small, intimate, get down to business, let's get this accomplished kind of group. I can't wait. So everybody have a great evening, and I will catch you next week. Yes, I will be here next week. I won't be here the week after, but I will next week, September 5th. September! Oh my gosh. All right. Bye, everybody.